Alright, this is a video on my editing process. So, first thing you're going to need is the editing software. It's called Davinci Resolve. Current one's Davinci Resolve 19. I use the free. There is a paid option. The paid option is better, gives you more tools, gives you more options. But you can do everything that I do and a lot more just by knowing what you're doing using the free option. So that is my recommendation. The free option there, and I mean, it's expensive for the paid option, but yeah, go for that. Second, if you want thumbnails, kind of image editing, GIMP. G-I-M-P. This works on GNU, this works on Linux, Mac OS, and Windows. This guy does too, I forgot to mention that. This is for thumbnails, this is for videos. Now, once you have this, typically you're going to want your audio and your clips. You go and fill in your clips on your own, get all that stuff. MP4, I believe MOV, and most other standard media formats do work. But let's say you want to bring in a song. I recommend you go over here to this specific website. I'll leave a link to it in the description. I cannot recommend this because it's third party, and technically it could be insecure. I've never had issues with it, so anecdotally I recommend it, but as a person with, as the person making the video, I can't. But yes, this is the website that I use. I've never had issues with it. It's obviously I've not sponsored. So this is just my personal editing thing. This is what I use to get like YouTube videos, audio, all that kind of stuff. You can get it in MP3 or MP4. I recommend MP4. I'll explain why in a different video. Once you have your softwares, what you want to do is you're going to want to launch Davinci and make a new project. I want to call this example for the works. Let's call it explanatory video. That seems right. Explanatory video. Once you get this guy in here, you're going to want to go to your desktop and get your clips. Now I have a folder pre-done with all this stuff, so it's nice and easy. But I'm going to want to bring in all of these clips. These are my video clips I'm going to be using here. And I bring that in. Typically it'll launch you in the cut page. You can do it in the media page. You can do it on whatever page you want. My PC is going to crash right here. Oh, actually we are all right. But yeah, bring that in. Don't change. I'll explain why in a different video. Again, I don't use the media or the cut page. I use this to folder things, and that's basically it. I'll say, great, I have all these guys, and I want to come here, make a new bin. And I'm just going to call this bin for video. And from here, I can drag these guys in. Let's say I've got hundreds of clips. Boom, now it's nice and tidy. The real page you do everything in is this editing page. And I'll get it primed, so this should be what you guys see when you open it up. It's going to look a little weird. First thing you want to do, press on the effects tab. We'll get to this later. It should look like this when you start. I'll talk about that in a second. And press on the inspector tab. Now, my personal workflow is I come here and I trim clips. Like let's say I just want to get this bit here where people are yelling and excited. What I do is you start in the selector tool. Here's the hotkeys. A gets you the mouse. This is your normal. You can drag clips around. You can do all that stuff you want with them. B, see that right there? A, B. B is the cut tool, is the blade tool. That lets you cut things out. Now I can tell what's going on here just by looking at the audio, so I know I kind of want it done here. Now the next step is going to be backspace and delete. Delete is a ripple edit. So what that looks like is this. Ripple edits it. If you want to get rid of the clip and leave things as they are though, which is what I recommend doing most of the time, backspace. Now from here, let's say you've got a bunch of like timed clips. Sometimes it'll compress audio if you ripple delete. It's just not always what you want. And that's easy enough. So that's what I do. So come over here, then you get, great, now I've got my audio, got my this, got my that. But let's say I only want that bit of audio. Well, if I come here and I try and just delete this audio, well, it deleted the whole clip, so what do? You come here, you right click on it, link clips. Now I can move the audio around separately, I can move the video around separately, we're all good to go. What I'm going to do is I'm going to come here, link all of them, unlink all of them, now they're all good. I can come here, I can delete all that, and just leave that one bit. And I want to relink these, just for sake of example. So now I've got these linked clips, and you can also do this with like the rest of these videos. Like I can link these guys, and now they both move as one. So there's options there. And let's say I want to bring in some audio. Well, again, you go back over here, you grab whatever audio you're going to be using. In this case, I'm just going to use the current one that I'm using. Come over here, I don't want the video that goes along with it, so I'm going to unlink that, get rid of that, and boom, drag it in. When you drag it down, you're automatically going to create new levels. So like you can see, oh great, I've got all these different video channels, and you can add track here, delete track. There's options for you to do. You can delete empty tracks, that can be useful. But generally speaking, most of my video projects have about 20 video tracks and 7 audio tracks, just because I have a bunch of things stacked on top of each other. So that's what my thing looks like. Finally, just for this video, which is the basics, I'm going to talk about transforming and text. Let's say I want to come over here and I want to make this really big so it just looks like it's, just Bison is filling that whole frame. I'm going to click on it, and I already have this inspector tab open because we clicked on that earlier. Zoom, whoa, and position. And I can position this all around wherever I want, just like this. And let's say I like that, that's good for this. Boom, look at that. Now it's big. Bison's nice and big. Wonderful. Alright, final thing now is you're going to come here, click on cropping. You can crop left, you can crop right, you can crop up and down, do all sorts of good stuff with that. And you can keyframe this. What this means is that you can animate it. Let's say I want to have this clip slide around. I'm actually going to make Bison super small, so this is easy to see. I'm going to start with him over in a corner by zooming out and using the positioning. I'm going to make a keyframe by pressing this little button here. Once that's red, that means whatever frame you are on now is a keyframe. That's how this is going to start. I'm going to go forward until it's the end of the clip, and then I'm going to drag him all the way across. Now this is going to mean that if I go back and watch this, it automatically created that keyframe. Now Bison goes sliding across the screen. Cool fun thing you can do is you can drag these on top of each other. Because they're cropped, it means it's just going to be that specific video playing over another specific video. Nice and easy. Now I'm going to combine these guys, and I'm going to add a final bit of text. To get your text, you're going to go to Toolbox, Titles. I use Text Plus because it has more options, but you can do whatever you want. But I recommend Text Plus. Click on it, you can just change the title in here. Let's say I want A's. You can also change your font just by going here. I have custom fonts in here, they'll automatically just populate. So let's say I like those with that one, and I want to change the color to be that same kind of purple that Gavin's got. Normally I would press on this little eyedropper. My eyedropper doesn't work, but you can do pick screen color there and then get, say I like that one, that's a nice little purple. And boom, you can still transform this. You can go whoa, whoa, and you can keyframe it, you can crop it, you can do all that same stuff we talked about. Now if we're going to watch this from the start, this is what it's going to look like. We got our audio, our text, and our clips. Alright, that's all. Hope you guys enjoyed.